Now, members of a military contingent found to have participated in the beating up of civilians at Wa in the Upper West region have been handed various punishments, including 30 days in detention. This was after a four-member team probing the matter concluded its initial investigations. The soldiers were filmed in viral videos on the streets, beating up residents following allegations a mobile phone belonging to one of them had been stolen. Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafiq Salam has the rest of the story.
The four-member joint team formed under the auspices of the National Security comprised of 2 personnel from the Military High Command and 2 from the National Investigation Bureau. It has Colonel Blizzard Ayorogo as the team leader, with Lieutenant Colonel George Edward BC, Francis Abuaje, and Maxwell Dasa as members. They began work on Monday by receiving initial briefing from the commander of the 10th Mechanized Battalion Agri Barracks, Lieutenant Colonel F.K. Jima, before meeting the Upper West Region Minister, Dr. Hafiz Bin Sali, Upper West Commander of the National Investigation Bureau, Alexander Audu, and the Upper West Commander of the Ghana Police Service, DCOP, Francis Abuajinyako. The team later on Monday met 29-year-old Gafuru Mahama, who developed a fracture in his right thigh bone and went under the knife at the Upper West Regional Hospital. They also met 15 other victims, including the public relations officer of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council, Cletus Awuni. On Wednesday, the team spent the whole day at the 10th Mechanized Battalion Agri Barracks, meeting the soldiers who are alleged to have brutalized a stream of people in Wa on July 1. Our source revealed that the team was able to meet less than 30 of the 86 soldiers who were alleged to have humiliated and brutalized the stream of residents. The team is expected to be back at room 36 of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council to interrogate a handful of victims they could not meet on Tuesday. They will round up their investigations by going back to the barracks to interrogate the over 4 dozen soldiers left. Meanwhile, JoyNews is learning that the team has made some preliminary findings on the investigation so far. Our sources said a soldier whose name is withheld on June 30 alleged his mobile phone was snatched from him around 18 hours. He informed his colleague private soldier, who in turn informed the duty officer same day. The duty officer is alleged to have permitted the troops to go to town to search for the missing mobile phone, which consequently led to the alleged brutality in Wa. The team found out that 11 persons suffered various degrees of injuries, 4 admitted at the Wa Municipal Hospital, 3 treated and discharged. Victims interrogated reported a loss of 13 mobile phones and 14,600 Ghana cedis. The preliminary findings also revealed that all personnel who were on duty on the day of the incident had been punished appropriately. Most of them had been demoted from their ranks. Some officers who were deeply involved and visibly identified in various videos brutalizing some residents have been charged, tried, and awarded 30 days detention by a disciplinary board chaired by the commanding officer. Meanwhile, the 4-member team will on Thursday continue their investigations. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wa.
Well, Rafiq Salam has joined me from Wa. Rafiq, let's take an update on this one. I want to start with the responses we've had so far. First of all, are the victims happy now?
I've spoken to some of the victims, and their reaction is mixed. Some of them are of the opinion that the punishment meted out to them is good. Others are also saying that they should be given a more harsher punishment by being sacked from the military.
And regarding the traditional leaders, they were, they came together and they said until they see what they called justice at the time, that they won't even accept the apology that came in. Are they also happy? How have they responded to this?
Speaking to some opinion leaders in town, they were really happy about the swift response of the military to this particular issue. But what they would have wished that it's done was that they wanted the hearing to be done in the public, so that many people who have participated and see it. And also, one also worry from the public also has to deal with the publicity regarding this committee. Many people, as I have spoken to, are saying that they are not really aware of this committee that is put in place, and then they don't know where to even go for the hearing. And so some of them were really surprised when we told them about the committee was in place and they were going around doing investigations. There are still scores of people who were allegedly brutalized by the military, but who have not yet appeared.
Well, the minister, the original minister, you've mentioned him in the report as well. Has he also made any comments on the back of this, the work that the committee has done so far?
Upper West Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz Bisali has not commented publicly on the work of the four-member committee. But what I can tell you is that this morning there was a RECSEC meeting that had this four-member team also joining at the RECSEC meeting. But the information that I had from the RECSEC was that the minister was happy, at least for steps are being taken by the four-member joint team. It was there that also my information at the RECSEC also indicates that some of the victims that they have spoke, the committee spoke with the minister directed that they should go to the hospital for medical report, and after which the RCC was going to foot their medical bills. And so that is the only information that we have from the side of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council and from the Upper West Regional Minister.
Does this also mean that the committee has completed its work?
The committee hasn't completed the work. So today, what they did was to be at the RECSEC, and then after that, they went to the hospital with some of the victims, and that was where they had their medical reports. And then after that, the committee seized the opportunity to also visit Gafur Mahama, a 29-year-old vulcanizer who developed a fracture on the right eye bone, and they spoke with him, they interacted with him, and then they were able to interrogate him for him, and according to the committee, they had useful information from him as far as the investigation is concerned. As I speak to you now, the committee is on their way back to the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council Room 36 to continue with the sitting.
Okay, Rafiq, thank you very much for the update. Rafiq Salam is our correspondent in the Upper West region.